not this
I was
time.
wearing my headphones, so I cannot hear anything.
Ah.
We're doing it again. So basically, still Apple iPhone 16 Pro Max setting problem.
Yep.
Everything is where it should be. Just adjusted something else. Don't know what that's all about.
Right.
But we are running out of options. So
Okay.
either that has died,
Yep.
or whatever they did to it
It's broken it.
has broken it. We're going to go back again, see if it records in stereo now.
Fingers crossed.
Fingers crossed.
The things we do for you. So, we've...
No, we're back after Christmas.
back after Christmas. We've just been sorting out your phone.
So, we're going to explain. We've done this 3 times because obviously we've had some sound issues. Now, the sound issues are, to be honest, I wouldn't have known about it because I don't ever use headphones.
Okay.
But we did have the video before the first French video, someone say, and a nice subscriber say, I've got no sound. And we went back to him as we always do and said, what are you playing it on? I'll demonstrate. The glasses I've just put up here. So basically, we'll explain how all this is done. Now this is an iPhone 15 Pro Max. You are looking at us through an iPhone 16 Pro Max. Yeah. That phone was 2 and a bit grand.
Yep.
This phone is now becoming outdated, was 2 and a bit grand. So this one is probably coming up a year old. Yep.
Yep.
And that one there, which is this one is about to be replaced. I've just ordered a 17 Pro Max.
Oh.
So everything we do is filmed and edited through Apple.
Yes.
Purely because, obviously, excuse this microphone under my chin, because everyone will shout at me. We're mechanics,
Yes, we is.
not film peoples.
No.
I did not do a course or video editing, filming, any of that. We are not the British Broadcasting Company. There is not a bloke waving a furry dead gerbil above our heads here. We are purely reliant on, so you'll have one in your pocket when
I've got one here.
It's that side, but yeah.
Yep, one of these.
So basically these are Rode wireless go-tos, and you'll see we've both got remote something microphones.
Yeah.
One sounds like girly bits, but that isn't quite the right.
It's furry ball.
Furry thing. So. And then they relink to a radio receiver, which is above that phone. You are stood on a tripod. We have lots of tripods. We've never. It's a new thing, isn't it? Because to be honest, I've never owned one of these until YouTube.
Yes.
So there are these all around the place, aren't they? This is an Axon one from France, €13, and it's a bit wobbly.
Yeah.
But it works. So basically everything is filmed on Apple mobile phones. I'm going to take my headphones off. Rode, we've had 5 or 7 microphone upgrades.
We have.
These weren't cheap. They die after a period of time, nothing lasts, because we started this originally just using an iPhone microphone. Now, iPhones are good. The camera video quality is really good. The audio can be a bit arse.
Yeah.
So yes, not the Brit. So basically, the problem we've been having, I'll put my phone back on because my phone back on, my glasses back on, is that so all of this is edited through. It's all recorded onto iPhones. Then it's either loaded to Apple Movie or another editing program that's Apple based that I use, depending on how posh we're going. So basically, on here is Toot toot. Right, now this video is recorded in mono, apparently. You'd have a job to know.
Yeah.
Now, I play all this stuff back through, back, left, right, left, right, and then upload it so it edits. So what we had trouble with the other week is that no one could hear anything. Now, we have an iPad, an iComputer, a netbook that all of this stuff goes through, and obviously a fleet of these phones. Now, if I go back to the first annoying video I think that did it, was this one. So lots of people said we haven't got any sound. So this is is a change. What we figured out is that phone changed its iOS, one setting, turned it to recording in mono, and not an obvious setting either.
No.
So I can hear that.
Yep,
And I couldn't tell that that's in mono. Because this phone is playing it in stereo.
Ah.
Until you put a set shut up, phone. You put a set of these on. Mrs. got me these for Christmas last year, so I've been using these quite a lot.
Yeah.
Now, if I play this through these, I've only got one channel. Which means certain devices, when you play it, you'll get the right. So you'll get that in stereo because that is added in an editing app.
Yeah.
And then when it comes back round, like this, is in mono. Because this is recorded on that phone, but with me talking directly at a phone through a microphone. It all goes to nuts as soon as you add a pair of Rode Wireless Go's, but only
on that phone.
So we have figured that now.
We've done a lot of testing.
For anyone that's suffering the same problem, hang on. So basically, they came up with something called Spiral Sound, I think it is, as an update. So this is running the earlier IRS. It doesn't have Spiral Sound. Now, if you go into your camera app, check your recording settings, it will say mono, stereo, spiral, I think it's Spiral Sound. All of that is either turned to stereo or spiral. Yep. So none of that's changed. None of the others have changed. That should record in like it did the day before. No. Where we finally found it is if you go into settings, accessibility, audio and visual, there's a mono toggle. The mono toggle was toggled off, so basically it shouldn't be recording in mono. The balance slider at the bottom is in the middle. Below the balance slider is a controller for a new type of Apple headphone.
Oh.
That turned off shuts that set of wireless goes down.
Oh. Bugger.
Anyway.
We're back on now,
so
though.
Hopefully we are back after, and I'm sorry. All right, and I know. I mean, the one fella I felt really bad for is our blind fella in Kent because he didn't have any sound. None of this is intentional. Please remember, this is not the British Broadcasting Company, as I said a minute. We do not have a sound crew. It's two blokes in sheds with like the change. These things are expensive, all right? This is what we used to use as a telephone until YouTube came along. Now I have to have these, and then I have to spend all day, every day, trying not to ruin 4,000 quid's worth of mobile phones. Soon to be 6,500.
Soon to be 6.5 grand.
6.5 grand's worth of mobile phone. Not crushed microphones. Wander around, take your job.
Yeah.
Now that's one piece of grief. I'm going to put me knock.
Yeah, so you don't break that. That's a relic.
I haven't charged this for 15 years, but it'll still turn on. You know.
Bloody hell. Can't beat a burner phone.
We've had some other minor annoyances, and I'm not normally rude to people, but I was getting towards the end.
Yeah.
Now, you hadn't seen the comment, but you are an idiot.
Apparently so.
Complete idiot, because I don't know why you spent all that time painting that car and then left the bottom black.
I messed up big time, didn't I?
Yeah, plonker. Now, I wasn't particularly rude to the fella.
No.
Because he is a long-term subscriber, but on the same, engage your brain before you gob sometimes. So.
Luckily, I haven't seen the comment.
Can we demonstrate use?
I primed the whole car, so there shouldn't be any black on it. So just for you, okay. Where's this black?
What you will find is that's a shadow.
It's It's Cliff Richard. It's the shadow. Was he a shadow?
No.
He wasn't, was he?
No, you've lost your plot there.
I've lost the plot there, but he was well into the shadows.
No, you'll get us barred. So basically, the bottom of the car is blue, the other one yesterday.
Oh yes, tobacco.
I was rude, because to be honest...
We smoke.
We smoke, so every now and again you will have to put up with a crinkly tobacco packet. There's lots of noise, like there is the annoying squawky compressor running, because the new one I haven't quite sorted yet. There's a large blower motor. If this upsets you to the point where your brain wants to explode, don't watch it.
Mute it.
Mute it, right? Because this whole thing is a polite invitation into mine and his life.
Yeah.
This is what
yeah.
I wander around going crinkle, crinkle, fag roll, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. And also we it's like when we're breathing, because obviously we've got the microphones near our vocal cords.
Well, it ends up rubbing on your beard.
Runs on.
And then you can hear grunting.
Yeah.
But I mean, the other choice is to put the microphone around the back of your head.
And then you wouldn't hear us.
You wouldn't hear a thing.
No. You'd hear the heaters.
You hear the heat. Yeah, well, I mean, to be honest, what we can try in a minute is we'll stick the really posh Rode remote microphone that we paid a load of money for.
Yeah.
On top of this camera.
So you can get the full effect.
So you can get the full effect of what having, because like if you, Colin, the Bearded Explorer, his rig, one of these, a decent sized stabilisation gimbal, and on the top of Colin's is a Rode, like a big studio mic with a
Very
turbo,
doodah. Yeah.
He is.
He's right up. He's right on it.
He's here and he's always whizzing around. He doesn't do tripod type stuff most of the time. He either does camera reverse where he's talking to it walking along, because he's an urban explorer.
Yep.
And he's roaring around through places, and we are mechanics.
Yes, we are.
So you have to put up with a scrunchy under the chin.
Yeah.
I mean, if we win the lottery, we'll get a bloke with a mast and a full film crew.
Yeah.
But it's not going to happen until then.
No.
No. And same again, it's what it is. The YouTube, I think Casey Liddell, who's an American fella, does recovery. Was copying all sorts of random grief the other day and has gone like, have this.
Yeah.
YouTube is a raw, basic, blunt, honest recording platform. Now, I don't think it's the best platform, I will be honest. I think the small British automotive channels are suffering. Because to be honest, I don't know if you've turned your YouTube app on recently, but YouTube throws American stuff at you continuously. So 2% of our audience are American. All the rest are British. There's a very small percent Irish. So how come I continuously get American stuff thrown at me as a British person, but as an American person you get no British content thrown at you? And they also don't push the smaller channels. I mean, the little channels are suffering. Matt the Furious Driving, bless him. I mean, he's got 100,000+ subscribers. He's struggling and he works hard at it.
Yeah.
Yes, there are the bigger channels that do millions, but YouTube are earning out of this. So basically, how this works and how you get paid is once you hit, say you need to get going 1,000 subscribers, very difficult to do. 4,000 hours of viewing time. Now, 4,000 hours of viewing time now is quite easy. 4,000 hours of viewing time when 4 people a week watch you is very, very difficult.
Yeah.
That gets you into the YouTube partnership program. So the YouTube partnership program allows you to sell advertising through Google. You need a Google AdSense account. So that annoying video that pops up all the time in the middle of this, we have minor control of, not a lot. So basically, once you're into your studio, you've hit monetization, you can add ad slots. Now, that doesn't mean every ad slot you add, they show an advert. They sort of base it, so that pick and choose advert slots. So basically, we've never made more than £1,500 a month at YouTube.
Yeah.
That's a lot of work. So that's, when you're running flat out, that's 8 full-length videos.
8 videos a month.
8 videos a month.
Which works out £200 per video.
Well, more than that, I think, really, because to be honest, you're paid in the nicest of ways. You're an employee. I don't mean that in a bad way. You're more a mate than an employee. But you're paid per hour to stand here and do it, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. I then do all the editing, the faffing around the bits at evening at home.
Which
and
you
also,
don't get paid for.
Which I don't get paid. But the only payment we get out of that is a YouTube, is a Google payment once a month for selling advertising. Now, everyone mentions all these bloody adverts. This is free. The only income is from the adverts. If you don't want the adverts, pay $16.99 a month for YouTube Premium. I do it. The adverts disappear. But most of it, if you're not paying YouTube Premium, is for free. It doesn't cost you anything.
No.
So YouTube pushes you, supposedly using an algorithm, which I don't believe a lot of the time, on how many likes, how many views in the first hour, how many subscribers. That's the biggest load of tosh, I think, known to mankind. Now, at the end of the day, YouTube are earning over 30, I think it's 36 or 37% of your advertising revenue for hosting the platform that we put this on.
Yeah.
So the more expensive the advertising, the more money they get. They're a big multinational company. They're more interested in the big people than they are in the little. There is very little support. There is very little help. So it is technically a loss loser, a loss leader, is the right word, but we enjoy it. You hope maybe it'll take off. I mean, ours has got pretty stagnant. The views are pretty stagnant. You do some days think, do you know what, when you get all the grief.
Is it worth it?
Bollocks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but then also on the other side, we've met some lovely people. We've got some fantastic subscribers. We've got some fantastic commenters, some people, to be honest, that we've got to know. You recognise the people I try. Do you know that on Christmas Day, I replied to 1,122 Happy Christmases?
I bet that took you ages.
It took me a very long time. Everyone, it was lovely. Loads of people wished us Happy Christmas. And instead of going for the generic AI ding, 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 because in my mind, that's rude. My missus was like,
it's the personal touch.
Well, yeah, I just wrote back to everyone and replied to their comments as best as I could, said thank you very much, hope you have a good Christmas, blah, 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 blah. I think that took me 4 hours over the course of the day. So, yes, so I've now completely lost my thread. So we're going to go back, check this is recording in stereo.
Yeah.
I should fix that issue. I cannot do anything about the 4 previous videos, I don't think.
Okay.
I'm going to go back and try to see if I can split it. I'd have to take them down and chuck all the audio away, and you can't re-record something. So I'm sorry, it happens every now and again. Lots of people were brilliant, just sent messages saying this isn't working properly, and then you ask, and then lots of people went, hey, I'm going to leave if your audio's crap.
Triggered some people.
Oh, just would you? You're not paying for this, it's free.
No, it's free. It's free.
It's free. Right, we're going back over here before we go on full bitch. And then, do you want to just make sure your car isn't black at the bottom? It's definitely blue.
Even my leaf spring's blue.
Even your leaf spring's blue. Yeah,
I'm going to have to paint that bit
sorry,
black.
mate, for beating you up there.
Yeah.
But there was no need for that.
No.
You was being a wazzock.
And I'm not an idiot, by the way.
No.
Cheers.
And it is actually blue at the bottom too. And if you'd have watched some of the previous footage, you'd have known that.
Yeah.
Right, but I'm going to turn my camera off and check that we have stereo. Stereo! Okay, so you've got your furniture on. So yeah, basically your radio mic is disconnected.
Yep. Mine's off.
It doesn't matter whether it's on or off, the receiver isn't attached. So we're going this time, just to give you an idea. This is Road Gerbil. So I click Road Gerbil up there. This is when this thing works beautifully for the first time ever.
Yeah.
So the Road Gerbil is quite handy for close up, sort of wandering around with it on the thing, but it's no use, I don't find. This is what they will find, hopefully, unless it's working perfectly. As all you can hear now is a large blower motor going in the background.
It's slightly.
Squeak. Yeah. And then what we're going to go now, this we're going to go over, unplug that, and turn back to these microphones. Different.
Yes. Okay, so
we are now back again to a set of Rode Wireless Goes.
Yes.
With remote microphones that you can rub on your chin and grunt in and breathe. Yes. So basically, as you will have seen a second ago, the gerbil is no good because you were almost able to hear us until the blower in the background kicked off, and then you cannot hear anything.
No, because from here the heat is quite quiet.
Oh yes, I mean, I am very loud. It's just part of my personality. It's not intentional.
It's not intentional.
I am just a loud person, apparently. So
microphones.
It's microphones, and I am quite noisy. You have to be to do this.
We do.
Yeah. We do. So 99.9% of the time, it's these microphones, and these microphones work 99.99% of the time.
Yeah. When they're great, they're great. When they're not, they're a headache.
Then they're broken.
Yeah.
So that's the explanation. That's how it's done. Mm-hmm. I mean, I could just use this phone could do one of those pieces of footage where you have a piece of footage in a piece of footage, couldn't you?
Now that sounds technical.
That'll be really quite difficult to make edited in and chopped up and make it work. So if we turn this to video, tilt it sideways, turn it on, hold that, don't drop T. There's Fudge with his T, there's me, and then basically that is what you are watching us on. So if I come round here, 16 Pro Max, there's Fudgy waving, Rode wireless receiver. You can see the two sound audios and they are linked in by lead. They don't link wirelessly as far as I know. The only wireless is between that receiver and the receiver that you are wearing. So it's all done on here, yeah? That, and just to prove, look, no film crew.
Get down, guys!
Hide behind things. God Christ, we're not paying you £100,000 this month. Right, so if it goes wrong, it's not intentional. No. It is a YouTube channel. YouTube is self-recorded, self-edited, self-done, and it's for little people. We are just a little. We were a garage. We're not even really a garage anymore. No. I have.
It's a hobby shed.
It's become a hobby shed. Things are paid through. Currently, the £1,500 a month that comes out of this.
Yep.
That might just pay the rent and the electricity bill.
Yep.
And then the raffle thing.
Raffles.
Because to be honest, it takes so much time now that we don't really do customer everyday stuff. Nothing against the people we've bought. I've said no to a lot of people because we're not set up for it anymore. And after God knows how many years in the motor trade, I am tired of everyday customers. This is quite pleasant. The raffly stuff doesn't always go right. Everyone keeps asking about the BMW. That black BMW has been an absolute pain in the hole, hasn't it?
Yeah.
I'm never doing another one. Hopefully after Christmas, there's another box just turned up for it that will stop the iDrive being right.
Awesome.
Yeah, and then everything else I think is fixed. I'm going to re-MOT it for Tony and finally, without any more costs, get it back. But to give people a rough idea for when these things don't work, that car, complete revenue on that car was £4,600, yeah? Before raffles 10%. So basically, I worked it out the other day that car in labour, parts, effort, grief, transport, MOT costs, tyres, wheels, boxes,
fuel, oil, filters, everything.
Headlights, headlight modules.
Oh, yes.
What was the first major problem? We put the new engine in it and then the Vanos's wouldn't work, would they?
That's right.
We couldn't figure out what we'd done until Terry helped us out one evening and he went, hang on a minute, we were missing a power supply out of a Vanos control module that was dead before we took the car apart.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't have known that because the car ran before the Vanos's were positioned and we'd never driven it because it pours coolant and oil down the driver's side exhaust system that's split in two. £7,200 I'm into that car for.
Yeah.
So it's a massive loss. I mean, everything has been a fortune. I am never doing another one.
No, so if anyone says, oh, we have this BMW, thanks, but
no.
No thanks.
No, we're not doing that again. That was a bad idea.
Yeah.
But we'll get it sorted. We'll get it back to Tony. He's a bit upset with us, but we are trying.
We are trying.
And also the fact that if I stop doing anything else to do that, we will go under. We will cease to exist.
There'll be no more 60 diesels
because the competitions are paying the bills, and only just in this current market paying the bills. We do not make a fortune out of this, but I enjoy life at the moment. It's less stress than my Fiesta's broken and have you done it yet? And I've rang you 15 times today to see if you've done it, and I need it back this evening, and awful people, and you've ripped me off, and I'm now going to pay you in 3 months' time.
Yeah, we get that.
That has gone out of our lives.
That's gone. Bon voyage to those days.
Oh, yeah, goodbye.
Yeah.
Over there, say. So we try to keep it, and that, in some ways, is slightly more manageable. Like now, I know in a month and a half's time, the ZX has to be gone. We know the income from the ZX. We know when it arrives. There is some money in the bank just to spend on that before I will get paid in 2.5 months' time. And then on to the next we go. And also the thing that I don't think people understand, I have never bought so many vehicles.
It's true.
We must own, and we're going to have as part. We're going to chuck this up as like a New Year's Eve.
Yeah.
We're going to have a tour.
Let's have a tour.
And we're going to go both sheds.
Yeah,
now,
we're going to show you what we got.
Normally, before all this started, I took apart Volkswagen and Mercedes vans. So there were always a lot of vehicles being parted out here, and then they go off to scrap. And I think about the only oldish vehicle I had was my W124 turbo diesel estate, which I've still not got finished.
No.
Because it's mine and I never get a chance.
But it's in the dry.
It's now in the dry.
It's now in the dry.
But, so that Fiat 500 belongs to John Honda. He's on here. He's a subscriber of ours. Lovely. Lives in Hong Kong. That is to be done.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't ever plan on owning. So that came through a YouTube subscriber.
It did.
He sent me a link. I got a free Trabant. Simon picked it up. Yeah. There it is. You wouldn't have. I mean, I don't need a Trabant.
No, you
lovely bloke. We got it off. We only purely got that because we did a video on it.
Yeah, it was for shits and giggles, basically, wasn't it?
I have a collection of. I mean, I do like a Peugeot, but the hedge.
I don't. I've never realised that you're so much into the Peugeot.
Well, I wasn't.
305s.
I wasn't. It just happened.
You've got how many?
Well, it happened. So I always wanted a Peugeot 305 van. Do you remember Drews of Dinton used to run white?
Yeah.
And I don't know why I like a white 305. So I finally got a white 305 diesel van off Timmy, didn't I? After he left it in the field for 5 years to rot out.
Yeah.
And then along came Marlon. Along arrived the hedge Peugeot. Yeah. Now the hedge Peugeot was dragged in to cut bits off of.
It was a donor vehicle. The first plans were it was a donor vehicle.
We did a video on it. You dragged it out of a hedge just a few years ago. One rude commenter, a hold my beer moment. Christ knows what that car owes. I mean, I think there's over 100 hours of welding chunks in it.
Yeah, all because one guy said,
You're an idiot.
You're an idiot and you'll never get that on the road. And then you were like, whoop, take this to the festival of the outset.
Hold my beer.
Yes, hold my beer.
Yeah, I mean, that might have been, I might have even been drinking when we started that. So that car's
had hair when we started
tyres, brakes, brake lines, batteries, starter motors, alternators. I mean, Christ, the parts list at it is immense. Is it worth anything? No, it's not worth a tenner.
But for shits and giggles and for the entertainment for you guys, it was well worth it.
It was well worth it. You know. The competition stuff is the same. That we tend to spend more on the competition stuff than we would then commercially. So let's take Bradley's 308D. It's just over a year now since we delivered that flatbed.
Yep.
Now that flatbed was just over £1,000. It was worse than we ever thought it would be.
Yeah, it was full of bulk, wasn't it?
Yeah, that
replacing bits.
Commercially, with an MOT, looking reasonably tidy with the paintwork's worth £4,500 in it. We spent more than that on it.
We did.
Because we did a nice job. He's still roaring around in it, but it made a good income. I mean, I think it cleared just under £8,000 by the time all the commissions had been paid. And I think the profit out of it probably was maybe £1,800.
Yeah.
But by the time you'd added up driving to Scotland, dropping it off, and some of them don't make any money. The prime is the little Clio, the RT.
Yeah.
By the time that made a return of just under £3,000, by the time you bought the car, fixed it, sorted all the paintwork, welded all the bits on it, and delivered it to Edinburgh or Glasgow, wherever it went.
It kind of wiped its backside a bit. Didn't it?
I think it works out. It makes a tenner.
Yeah.
Some you win, some you lose. There is no moaning. That's our choice. It's what we do, and it is all backed up by these people. And also, it gives us, like the Citroen is a prime example. So we paid Steve's friend that owned it £175 for it. £2,400 it cost. That's no labour.
No.
That's just purely diesel, hotels.
Getting it back here.
Ferry crossings, food.
Sick bags.
Yes, they were free on the boat, poor old side, but he's recovered now. To go over to France, down to Wales, pick up this.
Yes.
Yeah. Now that's going to be great fun.
That is.
But that's the same thing. So I paid Al £1,300 or £1,400, didn't even argue. I'm quite happy with that car. Not worth the effort. I can buy a working one, British registered, for £3,000. but I wanted that one.
Yeah, that's got the characteristics, and
It's something different.
It's cool. It's
It's
hell,
nice to watch, and the input of a bit of YouTube income, and hopefully with like the Citroen ZX, we're going to have to spend, I think, getting on for 1,500 quid on it to get it to a point where it wants a cam belt.
Yep.
It wants an oil service. It wants everything going through. It's probably going to need some tyres. The brakes will need overhauling. There's some electronics inside that need working on. There's all the time of cleaning it. I mean, you've had 2 days.
2 days of cleaning
So
it. It's pretty clean.
It's clean. That's 400 or 500 quid.
Yeah.
Labour.
Yeah.
And then hopefully it'll make 2,000 or 3,000 quid. That'll cover it, and whatever's left over will help towards the trip for retrieving that and that. But if you were doing it with a business head on, you'd have best off left that thing in a shed in France and saved yourself and same with that, saved yourself £2,000.
But then on the other side, you would not have had the videos.
We wouldn't have had the videos, admittedly, even if half of it's recorded in mono and it went all a bit wobbly. And also the viewing figures over Christmas were rubbish. Nothing against this lot, because again, it really is down. But we keep trying.
Yeah.
It was a giggle. I mean, like same again, Simon comes with me off his own back. He's along as a mate. He's not earning a wage.
No.
But also, while we're off roaring round, neither of us are earning a wage.
No.
Because I ain't fixing anything here.
No.
And I am just sort of, so the deal with Si is that it costs him nothing. When we went to Norway to pick the Hilux up, same again, he doesn't earn anything, but I insist on the fact that everything is paid for by me.
Yeah.
We do occasionally argue over cups of coffee.
It's like that scene from, I've forgotten what it's called now, but it's the Irish guys who's vicars, and you've got Mrs. Doyle.
Oh, Father Ted.
Father Ted, where Mrs. Doyle and her mate are having a scrap in the cafe on who's going to pay for the tea.
Yeah.
That's you and Simon.
So we do have to argue over things like that. But it'll all work out in the end.
Yeah, and it's our first year of the raffles as well, isn't it? So it's
we've had a
curve.
good run. Yes, we've had some trouble with the BMW. The man with the Kangoo, I don't know what happened there, but I do know the Kangoo's moved homes twice. And it's with an engineering firm somewhere.
And it's still going round.
And I think the problem may have come that matey, according to someone who attacked me on here off of an owners club, said I sold him one with a gone diff. I sold him one he won one with a set of heavy duty mud terrain tyres on it.
Yeah.
And I did explain. It goes
a little bit like the off-roader boys when you've got your big fat tyres on. It's that droning noise. That's all that is.
So she's still going on, and I miss my Kangoo.
I missed your Kangoo.
I know. I keep looking. They're almost impossible to find again. And
one day.
But we're going to have a tour around the cars, because I think I own over 100 vehicles. It is mental. And if you work out top shed, there is a Yugo 45.
Yep.
A Renault 5 Mark II.
Yep.
Front of that's a Daihatsu. Yep. Back alongside in the back corner is Greta 404.
Yep.
In front of that is an Auto Bianchi that is half finished.
I forgot about the Auto Bianchi.
Yeah, we spent thousands on that.
Yes,
more than it was ever worth. It would have been cheaper to buy one.
But again,
in front of the Auto Bianchi is a Talbot Horizon that no one would have bothered to save.
Yep.
Next over again is the original green Sprinter, medium wheelbase iTop, glass headlighted. It's half done. There's no point finishing it because I've got 3 other ones and I don't need it. In front of that is a Hedge Peugeot in dry store.
Yep.
Yeah, because it leaks like a sieve.
It does.
It does, so it has to sit up there in the winter, sorry. In the back corner behind that is Project Riot, because to be honest, we haven't had time for the big bus.
Yep.
And we also don't need it. It might as well sit up there in the dry. And in front of that is, I used some of the money I got out of my Kangoo to buy a 305 van that was £4,000.
It was 4 bags.
Yeah, off of Silver Lakes that had been dragged out of a garage. It was £4,000. It's never worth £4,000, but I wanted it, and I just viewed it as shifting one to the other.
Yeah.
And then the other £2,000 spent on bits to make it work that still aren't in it.
Yes.
I will get there.
We will get there. We will get there.
Then the other side up there, Glenda the camper van.
Yep.
There's another 504 in front of Glenda, the one we dragged out of a hedge last for a laugh.
That's right.
There are 2 turbo diesel Mercedes estates sat alongside of it.
Yep.
There is soon to be a Daihatsu, which is out there, which is purely bought for YouTube. It's got to be dried out.
Yep.
We need to get to that next year. And then if you start wandering around the yard,
There's quite a few vehicles.
But lots of stuff is purely bought either as a competition prize and for content.
Yeah.
Because as any automotive YouTuber will tell you, and I mean the one that we're going American again is Matey from Pole Barn Garage. If you haven't found him, he's like, I've never bought so many cars, because you have to buy 1 or 2 vehicles a week on average if you go flat out to keep people's interest, and then you never know. I mean, Al is absolutely prime. Al in France.
Yeah.
So that whole relationship started during the summer. Andy, a subscriber, messaged me, said, been left a house in France, family member, in the garage are some motorcycles, a Sans Permis Axim and a Renault Megane diesel.
That's right,
And they were all French, and because it was part of a deceased estate, there is a degree of paperwork that as a British non-resident you can't deal with. So I said, thank you very much, Andy. I don't think any of it I can do anything with, but I might know a man that I've never spoke to and never met that may be interested.
Crazy enough.
That's crazy enough. So that was the first ever email to Al, and the email went out and said, you won't know me, most likely. I've been offered all this. I'm a YouTuber, you're a YouTuber. Is any of this any? I know it's 300 miles away. And it came back from Al and said, I do know who you are. We have seen you. He said, the motorbikes, yes, because obviously, but an old diesel Renault and a plastic micro car, not really. So he came back again. I went back and said, I'll put you in touch with Andy, see what you can do. That bit's yours. He came back a week later, said, right, I'm on all the paperwork with the solicitors because you have to do that. It's very complicated in France. He said, we're going to probably take the motorcycles, because I think his brother-in-law does motorcycles, but the other 2. And I meant, what on earth am I going to do with a plastic microcar? And I replied with, politely, if you don't get a 2-cylinder diesel microcar going and drive it 300 miles at home in great paint and do it in 2 videos and 2 chunks. And he came back and he was like, they won't watch that. I said, it's random, because you can buy the shiniest and nicest of things.
And people won't want to watch.
No interest at all. So Al was like, all right then, I don't believe you, but I'll give it a go. Whop. And now I think Al is 1, 2, 3, 4, possibly coming up 5 micro vehicles down the line.
Yeah.
He's done that little tiny Italian-built, French-supplied van is over 200,000 views. We haven't done 200,000 views
Years.
in years. No, 200,000 views for us was a random Golf dumped in the corner of the yard.
Yeah, red one.
Red one.
Yeah.
80s Ford, not interested.
No.
80s Peugeot, no one watches it.
Random plastic.
Random plastic. Yeah, I mean, there is one of those 2-stroke random plastic cars for sale. The really early one in Christchurch for 600 quid, but I'm resisting. But I mean, Al will probably say the same, that he does, like, he phoned me a bit later and said, I found a Triumph Spitfire, a lovely one. I said, I tried that, no one watched it.
Yeah.
No one was interested.
No.
Give it a go, and his has done about the same amount of views as ours, but find a plastic Axim in a hedge.
They go crazy.
They go crazy.
Yeah.
And how do you pick this? I don't know. So you have to buy random stuff. So I own everything from a tiny Italian estate car, a Yugo 45 that Andrew on here gave me. More Mercedes trucks than any man would ever need.
Yep.
Like the moaning about the Furious Driving's car.
Yeah.
It gets done when it gets done.
Yeah.
But also to other random stuff, like I now own lots of Hiluxes.
Yeah.
I own a fleet of random Peugeots, Talbots. I mean, there is some stuff around here that people have never seen that we haven't dragged out yet. I mean, Christ, I even own a Proton pickup truck, for Christ's sake.
Jumbuck.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to have a workshop clear out last year and ended up with 5 F-Series Daihatsus.
You did.
It's yeah. And none of this would happen if it wasn't for this.
Yeah.
And I mean, even you've spent 2.5 years of your life rebuilding a 1980s Ford Capri.
Yeah.
I mean, I bet you thought 3 years ago you were never going to end up doing that.
I thought I could never afford one.
No.
No.
No. But I mean, that's the same thing. You get workshop space chucked in, it all works, it all pays for itself, it's all...
Yeah.
And whether you've had a little bit of grief on that, but it's your car, your way of doing things. And like now we are 3 days after Christmas, aren't we? In between Christmas and New Year, you're polishing on your car.
Yep.
I am going to go and paint. Well, everyone will see
Van Gogh.
Bucket. Honestly, she is going to be brand new by the end of the day. That's where we're going next. And if anyone gives me a lecture on painting.
I know, right? It's coming.
Oh, well, it's coming, yeah. Where's your sugar soap? No. Slosh.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to slosh that bit. That bit, I'm assuming, is the one that takes all the weather under the edge of the roof, and that's why it goes green and mouldy. And we'll make it ungreen and mouldy, because I keep getting asked the question, because we are at the point at some time here fairly soon, within the next couple of years, where we cease to exist.
Yeah. This will no longer be a workshop. It'll be a posh house.
It'll be 26, 28 posh houses. We didn't know it was coming in the beginning. No. It's part of it. Britain, all the brownfield sites, all the workshops get built on. People do build new workshops on industrial estates for a fortune. And they're horrible. You get 3 coming. Christ knows if they put us on an industrial estate. We'd have three car parking spaces in a unit you could put 3 cars in. How the hell would you make that work doing this? You wouldn't. So when this goes, in whatever time, because we don't know at all when it's going to happen. This village will have 26 more posh residents with shiny Range Rovers, and we will cease to exist. And then the question comes then that I am coming up to 50, you are just over 50.
Yeah.
Do we keep going? Do you try again? Because where are you going to find this again?
Exactly.
That's not £5,000 a month.
We wouldn't. I don't think we would.
No. I mean, the business rates are crippling. £18,000 a year on this place for a shed in the middle of a field out in a country village. I mean, thank Christ I get a bit of relief, but.
With more leaks than a Welsh field.
Oh, well, yeah, I mean, admittedly, it's not the estate's fault. They want to knock it down. They don't want to fix it. We do that ourselves, don't we? I mean, yes, I'm going to have to get up on the roof again with more snotty stuff, because all the ridge bolts are rotted out, all the sheet bolt caps are rotted out, and you'd have to take the roof off. I mean, as I said, I think in a previous video, this roof cost me £1,000 more last year to insure, and we're just at that again. Yeah. You just add on all sides. But we are currently sticking at it, and when we get demolished, jeez, man, I'm going to have had a sell up, pass some stuff on, and then there'll be a 3-month period of clearing it, shutting it down, standing here.
It would literally take that long, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah,
three or four months
of trying to finance it. I mean, we've got a storage shed up the road, but that's not a workout or a bull. That is purely a
that's just storage.
That's just storage, and that might be it. We don't know. We'll have to see what the climate brings and whether it's worth continuing. Or if this is taken off and we've done a Matt Armstrong, you need some of them funny earring things, and we can have a massive new shiny shed and a load of Lamborghinis.
I don't know about the earring thing.
Oh, don't you worry, bring it over here, I'll punch some holes, we'll start.
You need a rivet gun.
Poke some sockets in there. So I went to Screwfix this morning and ordered myself some white masonry paint and a brush, I'd actually ordered that last night, picked it up this morning. Because this has been upsetting me for a while. Now, the outer walls of this building are block. They are all dusty, but it was repainted shiny and white when we first moved in 2016. That was a while ago. And this corner here, due to the roof being a bit arse and that being the main gate corner that takes all the weather, it's not looking the best. And as you'll find out on here, it looks pretty horrible. So what I'm going to do today is fire up this bucket of paint. I'm going to make that bit white. I may get all excited and go and touch up these bits down here, because this is going to take me for ages. So that for your viewing pleasure, it doesn't look like someone has sicked up with green snot all over my wall. Now, there is a question that says, we did paint the floors once in 2019, make the place look really posh. And as soon as we did that, spent some money on the place, they announced planning permission on us 2 days afterwards. And then I've never bothered painting the floors again. Now, floor painting is admittedly useful. Having your wall white makes no difference to your working, no. But painting concrete floors, if you can get them clean enough, does basically stop the dust and the dirt and the thing. But We're not using super posh £10,000 epoxy floor paint. We've got some big tubs of red floor paint that is air dry that I acquired years ago. And I don't know, because if I do it, it's 3 or 4 days in reasonable weather before you can properly work on it, which gives you a bit of a problem. But we might think about that. This bit is really bad, because I got to just up there when they announced the planning commission thing, and I was like, it's not painting this bit. But we're going to go and paint that bit now, bring on the montage, and anyone that comments about sugar soap rubbing it off, I don't care, right? It just needs to be white, and in 2 years' time, 2.5 years' time, it'll be in a rubble skip, all right? Because that's probably what's going to happen unless the country changes completely. So I'm going to paint round all the stuff that I can't be bothered to move, and this will look beautiful. Right, that's half white. No sarcastic comments about the mould will come back through in 10 minutes. It won't. They did this last time and it lasted 6 years. It'll be fine. It's much whiter than it was. So all we've got to do now is wobble across the worst bit over there. Exciting this, isn't it? Stand here.
Yep.
Gonna need some sunglasses. The whiteness.
White.
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 So we have painted the wall. I have painted the wall white.
You have, yes.
Yes, and admittedly, yes, it was mouldy and it's green, but it is a single block 1980s rough wall. There is no gutters on the building. It goes green because this is the one that gets all the weather. Same with the other ones. This corner being the worst. There is no point mould killing or anything because, to be honest, within the next 3 or 4 years, this place is demolished by the look of things anyway, and that's going in a skip.
Yeah.
So that will last that long.
Yep, it will.
Other things?
Yep. I've been on
Spoiler alert, spoiler alert, spoiler alert. There it is.
Chuck it out. It's the first time the spoiler's been fitted on this boot.
In years.
In years.
So she's cut, polished.
Yep.
And ready. Well, you are now trying to assemble all the parts that you're not sure if you've got, haven't got, we're missing, we're here.
It's a ball lake, guys.
Well,
Sympathise with me. It's a ball lake.
You have just found a bonnet cable clip you've been looking for an hour and a half.
I
weren't quite sure if you owned or you didn't.
I don't know where it is, and I found it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like...
Other things in the background.
It's back in.
It is back in because I am getting grief, and I would like to...
We need to point out
that this is obviously James's, Wrecker James. Recovery truck. And it was like, you haven't done it, you haven't done it, you haven't done it, you haven't done it. Oh, do you know what? I've done my bit.
Yeah.
We have done our bit a year ago.
We've done our bit a year ago.
So we rebuilt this vehicle, top to bottom. It's got a new cab on it. The interior is all back in it. The chassis is painted, all the mechanicals have gone through. We have we have beaver tail properly at the end of the chassis. We've rebuilt the body with a proper beaver tail and some new steel. And what was supposed to happen
Well, the body was supposed to get shot blasted. So we could finish putting it back together.
Yes, we put it back together.
And it's still not shot blasted.
No, so
we had word. We had, well, not words, but
we had to
sort of
have a polite word after we caught him telling someone that it was our fault that it was delayed.
Yeah. So
he managed to record himself doing it as well.
He did.
Yes.
He did.
Yeah.
He
Accidentally.
Did. Yeah.
So we love Mr. James.
We do.
But
we want him to have his truck back.
we want it gone out of our yard.
Yeah.
After all that work. But at the end of the day, so we said to him, right, if you're not shot blasting this body, we're just going to scrape it off, paint it grey, put it back on, throw it out. So it's in here for that.
Yeah.
Wreckage, and then he can beat it to death like he does with everything.
He can.
Because he is a mechanical test pilot, is Simon.
Animal.
I mean, if you want something ruined, give it a sign.
Yeah.
He can drive something beyond the abilities of anyone else to drive something. Till the floor falls out of it, the brakes fall off of it, snaps in 3 bits. That will not stop him.
That won't stop
We do love him to pieces,
yeah.
but he does ruin things. So, first outside, the 1.6 barn Peugeot is outside at the moment because we need the space. Above it is the Peugeot 309. All the bits are here for the 309, but she's not the greatest of cars, but that might be coming at you. Still sat here is the original. Do you remember we put an interior and tidied all this up? I've got to do the swirl flaps. Everything is here and a bit of paint work. 280 3-litre V6 W164 Mercedes ML. This week coming, or next week, will be this big beastie. We've already told you about that. Back corner of the yard over here. Now, this is where the scrap starts, apart from my Mrs.'s Scirocco, which is on the list. We don't really use it, but it's got a damaged back bumper. The back bumper is here. We called this old X-Reg one in the end scrap, so that's our parts pile. All the stuff through here is sort of just basically stores junk. Gino is here because I've got to put the heater in, finished the bit of polishing on the roof. That Fred didn't do because he was worried about falling off a ladder. Get her ready to go. There's a big Iveco there, but we use that as a shed. There's a BMW. Now the little truck is loaded up because we're going to go up the road in a minute. There's the little Daihatsu, so I want to get her in the dry. The ZX is just there. Now these wagons are dead. They are just big storage sheds. But there is a plan with a fairly sizable chunk of this. We'll explain that in a minute. We have Ronnie the Renault. You'll have seen this sort of Hannah Mag 306D camper sat in the background forever. That belongs to a mate of mine and is just conveniently abandoned here. Next door to it is the old 308 DT1 that we saved. It is past the fixing. The chassis legs are gone. It is done. That is a spares rig. You will notice that the Daihatsu is back. Now the Daihatsu went for an MOT and the front pivot, one of them is bad this year and it's leaking very badly from the hub seals. So we said to Eric, bring it back, give us some time, we'll sort that. In here, and I don't quite know what to do with it, is I think she's 11, isn't she? Yeah, 2011, 2012, 3-litre V6, the later shape ML, well, the last of the shape of my black one ML's a facelift. We've had it running, but the timing chain has hot to tooth, something has gone wrong before we had it. So that's on the list. I haven't really bought. I was going to replace my black one with it, but that is over £800 a year to tax. Yeah, that's that old X3 of Simon's. We viewed this as probably not worth the fixing, so it's he's got to make his mind up to do that. What we got here? So Simon's L200 has pooped a turbo. We're doing that. That is a Carrot Dauchelet 190. It's been here a very long time. We need to chase the man up, find out what's happening with that. This side will start here. So this is our old 4.6-ton Mercedes Sprinter recovery truck we used for years. It has got very rusty. The cab is pretty much done. The head gasket is gone and the ABS module has failed. But there was a plan. The body is lovely because I had it shot blasted years ago and all sorted. And I want to transfer that onto that. But that, we put a head gasket in quite a time ago, runs and drives lovely, and the truck is one owner and really nice. But it needs cutting in half and making 4 foot longer. Time. So that body needs to come off of there. That truck is then, sadly, she's parts, she's done. And then we need to chop this up, but obviously that takes some time. So that there, you'll have seen us start on this ages ago. It's all welded up, it's all sealed up. That is a long wheelbase, low mileage, ex-Rolls-Royce 313. It's done about 90,000. There's a mileage hookup with a dash died for a year, and they put a higher mileage one in. I have fixed that, so we'll try and get all that sorted out and corrected, but it needs a coat of paint. Coat of paint is not a 5-minute, and then I think that's going to be a Mercedes Sprinter competition price. My Luton, we bought years ago. There's a video on it with an injector popped out. We used it for a year. It's a 413 with a sleeper cab. It needs some surgery. At current, this is a shed, but it is on the list of but time. Swing back round here. The spec lift wagon. So the spec lift wagon is mechanically great. You'll have seen us start on the back, but we need to do the sills and the wheel arches. It's on the list. The Hyundai pickup truck. That will hopefully be coming soon. All the bits are here. Next door to it, we did kill the Peugeot van, so she's just sat here for spares. That's the parts rig, basically. And then you'll see one over again is the dead Daihatsu being kept for spares. This is the Top Gear van. It's running, it's driving, but it needs a load more of my time when I've got it. You'll recognise this. Now, this is only here for its yearly MOT and a quick service. This is the Transit that we rebuilt the engine on at about, it popped at 78,000. It's now done over 110. It's been perfect. That's in for an MOT of the 5th. We just had to do the normal builder stuff and glue the wing mirrors back on. Round over here, the big Iveco, we never got to again. It's just sat here. I don't know what to do with it. It seems a shame to scrap it, but it isn't worth anything. Sat here. Now, I was going to redo this as a replacement. You'll remember this. We rescued it from out of a yard in Ferndown and wobbled her home. It's a Jersey registered left-hand drive 207D camper van with quite a good solid body on it. Now that Glenda has arrived, this may be available. But you're going to have to sort some things out. The interior is stripped. There's not much in there. I do have all the parts to make it nice. And it is Jersey or Guernsey registered, so that will be need sorting out. This has been here for years. This is a 40,000 mile 413 ex-Metropolitan Riot van. We started turning it back into a van. To be honest, this is probably going to come apart because I want the doors, the bits and all the stuff off of this because I don't need another one of these. But I'd like the mechanicals for this to go in this, which I would use. So we're going to make one out of two. This needs doors, bonnets. It's done 500,000. It was built as a 25th anniversary edition for a local Andover-based removals company. It's a 4.6 tonner. It's a nice thing. It's just purely time, but it needs bits of sill as ever, a coat of paint, and then I want to make that. All the mechanicals out of that will make that automatic and lovely when we get there. So back round here again. Now, one of the ones I need and I want to get to, we'll go and creep past it here, which involves this. Now, you remember us rescuing this. This is quite a nice low mileage 310D, but it's fundamentally rotten. But the doors are good, the bonnet's good, the wings are good, the engine is lovely. It's a 295 cylinder gearbox interior. So what I've always wanted was a really nice tidy 412D, which is the 4.6 ton twin rear wheeler, big boy version of this. And they don't really exist in nice order. But sat round here, now you'll remember from years ago, and we haven't used it in ever, is my old LT46. Now I put a stupid great engine in it, made it like a missile. That makes it useless as a recovery truck. We've had enough of that now. So all of the missile technology in the front is coming out. And I am going to turn, because basically these are all built in the same factory. I am going to turn this LT46 into basically a Mercedes 412. Using that, and the remnants of my 412 furniture lorry out the front. It'll take me a while on the front. Golf. It's the car we had when I first met the wife. It was hers. Her friend, mum's friend had it from new. I sort of like it. The head gasket's gone because daughter got at it. It's not worth a toffee crisp, but I can't bring myself to scrap it. So, I mean, I went on my honeymoon in that, so it'll have to come off and go somewhere. We continue down through here. Now, this is the row of long-term abandoned dead stuff. So basically, all of these vehicles, that is the old spares Vito, the one we've taken all the bits off of. There's a German registered 124300D estate there, turbo D estate. The dead Citroen XM that I sold, the bloke never took away. Now that belongs to Tony. that owns the camper van and has been abandoned here for ages. That belongs to a man called Jonathan. That's been abandoned here for ages. That belongs to the same fella that owns the 124 down the end, and that was his spares 124. All this lot. This used to be my car, and Dave bought it and ruined it. The wheels have gone, and to be honest, it's been left here now for 3 years, and the rest of this stuff has been left here for nearly 5 years. This year, all of this needs to go. We're going to get hard on people. And same round this corner. Renault Megane 225, that's been abandoned here for 5 years. We have all the paperwork for it. I don't know whatever happened to the old boy. He'd bought it to do up, then had trouble with the council. He bought all the bits he thought he needed to fix it. They're in the boot. But what he did was bought all the bits for a standard Renault Megane. That's a Renault Megane Sport. The parts are a fortune. The car is heavily damaged. The wheel arches are all punched in. The paintwork is horrible. The interior is not very nice. It does run well enough, but I think really, to be honest, it was never worth it. Here we start the spares pile. So this is one of our old 313s. She is dead. There's a left hooker there. That is dead. Engine's gone out of it. Then there's this. This, as you'll notice, is a French registered left-hand drive Renault Master box mover, one of the low loaders. The back floor, it came traded in, funnily enough, from a French furniture dealer. It's a long story. It runs and drives. It's missing second. We have a gearbox for it. The back floor was bad. That is out. I've got to make my mind up what I do with that as to whether it's even worth the effort of fixing it. It's quite a nice old thing. And then next door to it, that's been here for years, funnily enough, we'll go back in a minute, but this was Dorset Bench Hires for years, and we bought it off of them when it failed an MOT badly. I've done all the MOT work. It just needs a coat of paint. The lights and everything, people always ask why are they out. You take them out to repair them. They're stored inside. They're all here. That will fire up on the button, and I think that might be coming at you some point this year as a competition prize. So it's just going to go back here. So the most likely and the quickest competition prize in a minute will be this. We started it the other day. This is a really nice LT35. We put a new body on it. I'm going to try and get hold of and introduce you to our local sawmill fella. Get some new timber for the bed and then clean it up. We'll have that on in the next couple of months because that actually still belongs to Dorset Bench Hire. I sold it to them as a spare. We swapped the body out. That there body you will recognise as coming off of this. So she's been swapped over. This is sort of dead corner, so dead loot, and these are all the old spares rigs. And at some when soon, lots of this will need to be cleared. As the last dead Daihatsu's parts. Simon left us with this broken 7.5 tonner after he had a bit of a dinger with a tree, so that needs to go. So if you have any interest in the body or the truck, hit me up. It needs to be out of my way. This is abandoned. This has been here for years. And it's the same fella down there with the Mercedes. We haven't seen him in nearly 3 years. So we're going to have to do something with that. It's a Dutch registered 410. He is still on Dutch export plates. Half the paperwork is missing. And he'd left us with that Golf. That's my spares Kangoo. That probably needs to go in the bin. But we still have got the one in France. So it will need a few bits peeled off of it. There's a dead 270 CDI. It's been sat here for years. But it has got a good 2.7 bottom end and a 7226 HD in it, plus some other bits. And same again, there's a few more. There's a dead 124 there. There's a dead 190 there. This someone gave me years ago, so I think Timmy's having that because he's got a couple of Renault Traffics. That's our parts pile ML. We took the engine out of that for the 6-ton truck purposely, so that was a 270, and we kept it because Ray ran one, so it was useful, but it's coming to a point. Ray's is gone now. We'll pull a few parts off of it. This is dead parts. It sort of goes parts through here now. So there is this C220 CDI. Whether it's worth the doing, it needs a load of work. A lot of the bits are in it. That's some poor fella died before he finished it. Obviously the Vito camper van, and you'll see Steve's put a new sill on it. It needs half lining. We've had a discussion with them that says you can't have it painted this colour because it's going to cost you a fortune. So we're going to clean up the white bits, half line it white, but we ain't going to bother with any of that. We've had enough of that vehicle. We're just going to get it done, get it gone. Now, you'll remember ages ago I got my mother a Mercedes convertible. She's still here. My mum is now happily roaring around in her shiny Mercedes estate, so I don't quite know what's happening with that. And then we go into the deads. Magically popped over, we come into the deads. Long wheelbase dead 313. It's more being used as a shed. That needs to go. This is customer abandoned. Has been left here for years. Needs to go. You'd have seen this years ago. We bought it, stole the engine. It's pretty much stripped and gone. This is the Renault, it's a Nissan something, Cubistar, whatever they are. It's the last of the parts of my silver one and the gearbox for the one round the corner. So we do need to drag that out. But lots of this could do with being scrapped, but you have to finish the project to get rid of your parts rig. So, dead 413 Riot van's got a few useful bits on it. Needs to be stripped out, but it's having the time. You'll remember, hang on, we get this stupid annoying camera gimbal to go where I want it. This thing years ago, I think I dragged it back, got it going. We nicked the engine and gearbox out for the recovery truck inside and a few others. It's probably pretty much to the end now. That's binnable. Remnants of a dead Iveco, and then basically up there, this is an abandoned 12-ton truck. That needs clearing, and then basically, if I spin round for the couple of last ones, there's me. There she is. So, remnants of a 412D T1. That's a binner, but it really ought to have the axles out of it because the stuff is hard to find. And then we have had this camper van for ages. It is merrily collapsing in the floor. I have got to get round to smashing it up and then weighing it in. But it's same again. It's a Peugeot Boxster Autostralis. There's quite a lot of valuable stuff on there, and then there's the one being used as a Capri shed next door and a dead Iveco. I think that covers this yard pretty much, apart from the stuff inside. Right, so now you've had the quick tour around the yard, so up to a big storage mansion up road, and drop this little Daihatsu up there to allow it to dry out a bit, because I didn't realise it was filling full of water. And well, I'll show you what's up there, and then that'll probably be an end to this exciting and random video. But put my seatbelt on, or the seatbelt police will be on me. It's that one, isn't it? So many vehicles you forget where reverse is. We got any high-speed lunatics coming through the village flat out in a shiny Range Rover? Not yet, we haven't. No, we are high-speed lunatic free. Oh, door not closed. No, door not closed. Onward! Well, if that isn't a disastrous lineup of aging French rubbish, I don't know what is. So we haven't been up here for a while, but you will see. 100% hedge. Sat here in the dry because the corner of the screen leaks over there because it's a bit rusty. It's a Talbot Horizon. The world's most expensive but very lovely Peugeot 305 Phase 2 facelift van that we have all the bits for. It's only where it was sat in a garage and it got some splobbers on. I mean, I love this old thing, bless it, but I have taken to driving here in the summer now because the heating matrix only works half the time, and it leaks like a sieve. So we'll show you the rest of the stuff in here. I mean, I can list it. That's Project Riot parked up. That's my green 210, 212, like the one you see at the end of the videos all the time. There's Greta over there. Next door to Greta in the back corner is a Renault Mark 5 Renault 2, 86 on a seat. You've seen that. In front of Greta is a Yugo 45, top quality Czechoslovakian, Yugoslavian car. Sorry, not Czechoslovakian. There's a tiny Auto Bianchi Panoramica, Auto Bianchi Bianchina Panoramica, wedged sideways in behind a Talbot Horizon, and in front of a Peugeot. And then in the corner there is the good Daihatsu F50 hardtop, or put it this way, it is the best of the bunch. So we'll have a quick wander over there with a camera, and all of this lot at some point needs to be got to. Now, as we said earlier, the big Riot van I'm not worried about for a minute. It's dry, it's rodent free, it's lovely, and it's currently storing the rest of the Auto Bianchi in the back of it. The big green, medium wheelbase green 210, 212. It's a nice old thing. It wants a bit more to finish it in a coat of paint. But I honestly, at current, if I finished it, I don't know what I'd do with it. Because I have a 310, 312 on the road. I have another 312 recovery truck parked over there. I drive a Hilux, a Renault 4 in a minute. This is on the road. I drive a Mercedes ML. You can't use them all. So she's not hurting sat there. It'll crack straight off. I think it's the only one up here with a battery on it because we keep one battery just in case. And I think this old girl is on the button or probably flat by now. But, and obviously this barn is not free. There is a cost to doing all this that we just ignore and pretend like it doesn't exist. Come this way. So, little Daihatsu. We had a bit of trouble trying to get a logbook for it. We're on round 2 now because the DVLA didn't like the chassis number and they're trying to claim it's had a chassis, which it hasn't. So we found the right chassis. There's a chassis number on the chassis, but there's also another chassis number on the plate in there. So we'll give them that. Hopefully, might get a logbook for that. So that's technically MOT and tax exempt now. It needs the floors in the front and a bit of work in the back, but I have actually got most of the parts to do it. It's an F50, 2.5 diesel. It needs a fuel tank because the fuel tank is rotted out. It's not even in it, but we have a fuel tank. It needs some welding, bulkhead. It's got fiberglass wings. They need repairing. I'm quite happy with those. And actually that, funnily enough, I said we only had one battery. That is on the button because I started it the other month because getting the battery out from under the seat is impossible. So we left it there and it stayed charged all this time. So we'll get to that at some point, but basically it's not in there. It's dry, it's rodent free. Now, I said a minute ago, a Mark 5 Renault 2. What I meant was a Mark 2 Renault 5, you'll have all seen a while ago. So we creeped through here. We dragged it, it was a bush. I got it going, we've got the brakes working. We actually drove it up here with some trade plates on it. It needs a little bit of structural, well not structural, actual tin work by the rear windows, and we'll find a back seat for it. But it's not hurting there. So again, I've got a logbook for it. It is MOT and tax exempt, so that is free transport at some point. We back up a bit and spin this way. The powerhouse of the Yugoslavian Yugo 45, given to me by a subscriber. I don't think I've applied for a logbook for that. I must get around to it. It basically, it's one of those. It runs and drives. It drove there. We will have to figure out what to do with it at some point. Good old Greta. Now Greta is in deep dry store. She'd be on the button if you chucked a battery, but Greta needs serious structural floor work. And this sill, that floor's all right, this one isn't. It leaks through the bulkhead. The back tub is, the sides are gone and there isn't much left of the floor. But decide we're probably going to resto modder because it's a nice thing to look at. It's a bit painful to use. So you know what's probably going to happen there. I think it'll end up with the mechanicals of a 504 pickup truck in it, which will make it much more usable. There's the old 210. I don't know if it's a 210 or it's a 2... It is a 210. It's a random one. I've had it for years. It's the worst vehicle I've ever rescued. It came off the Wiltshire Wildlife Trust. They'd had it from new. I believe it to be a gift from Rigor Mercedes back in the day. It is actually registered as an ambulance because it has no side loading door. It's a wildlife ambulance. But to say they had problems with rats would be an understatement. When we picked this vehicle up, I give 75 quid for this. And if it hadn't have been a 5-cylinder 210, I would have walked away. I mean, the bonnet was solid. I think it was before the days of YouTube. That was Ratfing Central. They got in the cab. I mean, we've done the cab and we've done the under the bonnet. The cab was alive. I had to drag this round a field with the recovery truck backwards with the doors open, so most of the rodents left before we brought it back to the yard. And me and Dom, bless him, when he was still alive, we were in sperm suits basically, and we steam cleaned the entire thing inside and out, sod the electrics to get it out. It's had a dash, it's had a wiring harness, the seats are different, the mats are different. It's got 2 good doors on it, all that's been done, and it is basically awaiting. It was the back corners had been really badly repaired. I think that side is done, this side needs doing, and then it will need this oak apple green coat of paint. But if I finished it, it would take me best part of 2 months. I don't need it. I even put a sad genuine sprint around the wheels on it. Pointless, I know, because they just say going square, but I will get to it at some point. Same with Riot. Let's come back round this side. So there's the little Auto Bianchi. Now it is
You'll have seen all the videos. The floor is in it. Me and Fudge did that before we moved it up here. It is actually a runner. And I've got everything. A really nice man at the Festival of the Unexceptional brought me the rest of the parts I am missing. What I'm going to try and do is, I'm not quite sure on the registration side of it. It came from a very interesting character in Leicestershire. I have got a piece of paper that says it's been novared, but I'm not 100% sure that's right. So basically, I'm going to go in discussions with the DVLA before we go much further to make sure that I can actually put a number plate on it, because I have no idea of the Italian. I've got no paperwork for it. It has got a chassis number, and I have got a piece of paper from the DVLA that says it's been novared, but we'll find. So I ought to V55 it and apply for a logbook and see if I can, because it's MOT exempt, tax exempt, I can do all of that. I can actually register it without having to take it for an MOT. If it was an earlier car, if it wasn't 40 years old, you'd actually have to MOT it, British roadworthiness, before you could apply for a British registration plate. Because of that, because the fact it's older than 40 years, I can do that without basically finishing it. So that's on there. So what we're going to do with the Talbot Horizon, now the plan with the Horizon is, we've got our merchandising website up and running, which you'll have seen is www.60diesels.com. I'm going to give this away as a prize, but I need to be a free entry. All you have to do is buy something and you'll be rolled in. And what I'm planning on doing is, all the people who've already bought something, we'll try and roll you in as well. But there's no point in announcing it until I have time. So basically, this needs all its brake lines, which is fine. We've got everything for it. That's the only main bit of grot there, which is leaking into the car. That's why it's here. It's a runner. I've got a new wing. I've repaired the suspension. It is alive. It's an acquired taste. I mean, lots of people love them. Lots of people thought they should have just all been squished. So basically, Simca running gear. It's a little automatic. It runs and drives absolutely fine. But at the current, it's got a burst brake pipe down there somewhere. It needs a bit in that wheel arch, a bit in that wheel arch, and a bit at the front. But you've got to try and do it without ruining the paint, which is going to be the difficult bit. Let's creep it this way. Ooh, blimey, that's quite tight through there. Hemsley, if I get. So we leave the bonnets open. Not we've had any rodent trouble. So basically, I mean, this is just parked. It's got a new screen panel in it. It's fine. All of that will come back round again. So this is something I'd like to get onto. I bought this basically with the money out of the Kangoo, because I like Peugeot 305 vans, as we've explained before. This originally was a 1.5 petrol, same as this. Strange setup. This is the little 1.5 SR, but the gearbox is built in the sump, actually very similar to the 1.5 diesel that we acquired the other day. And this is a 1.5 petrol, and I would have repaired the 1.5 petrol if I could have found the bits. I mean, I did find an engine in France during the summer when I was out there, but by that point I've bought turbo diesel. I've scrapped the other one for the correct front subframe and rig, so I've got everything to make that a 2.1 reasonably whizzy, and then coat paint will make it lovely. I mean, this old girl is going to have to come in. I mean, she's all oily ragged. All of this is gooey and sticky. It's not getting any worse, because the bonnet hinge catches have completely fell out the front. Need to fix that. I'm going to probably pull the dash out of it, because there is a hole in the bulkhead that causes all the leaking you can't get to weld up. So we'll get there, because to be honest, it's a good old thing. I mean, the most sensible thing would have been to have killed it to fix that, but I couldn't bring myself to. We've spent so much time and effort, and it is hilarious as to whether what we do with it in the next year is keep it, part with it. I mean, I have considered raffling it off, but I mean, it's an acquired taste. Let me go back over here again. Isn't that little thing cool? I do like those little Daihatsus all just swinging here. Look at that. Isn't that funky? So, yeah, I'm not quite sure. I mean, the Hedge Peugeot is great, but we just don't really use it. We've done a few car shows. Do I pass it on? You can let me know in the comments. I mean, the trouble is, it works. Obviously, structurally, it's as good as we could get it. You will not restore that car. It is very, very rusty, but it is funny. But if you left it outside all winter, I think she would suffer massively. I mean, it spent 30 years growing in a bush. that pretty much did for it, and we brought it back around to make it what it is now. I'll get up here and rub some more engine oil into it at some point in a minute. But yeah, right, let me flip this round. Right, so we are back locked up. We are back off down the yard. We'll do the end of this video. But you can sort of see where I'm coming from with all this stuff. I mean, I think we worked out that if I took a year a project, I haven't got enough life left. So we're going to have a year of possibly clearing some stuff out, trying to finish some of the bigger things, and then maybe try to focus on actually doing things in a series and stuff, which is difficult to do because this YouTube malarkey involves keeping the money coming in, because if you keep spending and you're not got any, as we'll all know in this country, it ain't going to last very long. Stop rattling, window. Right, I'm going to warm myself up and I will see you in the workshop in 2 seconds time. So we are obviously back in the workshop. This will be the end of this one. You are doing very well with your Capri building, aren't you?
Thank you very much.
I mean, you can sit in there and make revvy noises in a minute.
I've got the dash, the clocks, centre console. I'll just sit here and play driving Capris all day, but I'm not going to.
You're not going to. It will be there this year. It will be there.
Yeah. This spring, this summer, she'll be
alive.
She'll be alive.
Right. We will wish you a happy new year again. So we will be back next week with something. I'm going to finish my ML Alpha in a minute.
Yeah.
And then I need to get very much putting the last bits on my camper over the next few days, and then we will gather the Irish people when they come into Bristol Airport on Tuesday. So I've got to be there early in the morning. And then the fella is coming for that on Thursday.
Thursday.
We put lots of little videos. We're trying to monetize our Facebook, as we've said. On Facebook, 6D Diesels, you can't really miss us. So if you want some more daily comment, we try to do a video or a silly or a short or a bit of photograph every day. We're trying to get it rolling. So go and have a look. You can find us. You can sign up to Facebook, obviously, if you haven't got one, because you can't see it without being joined. It's a bit difficult like that.
Yeah.
It's probably not the biggest evil in the world. There are worse things.
Yeah.
And we shall leave little Hobbit in his Capri in there because he's quite happy.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Mate, I'm going to call it quits because he's 20 to 4. I think I'm going home.
Yeah, do you know what?
Right, it's New Year's Day.
It's New Year's Day.
It's actually apparently a bank holiday. The roads are as dead as a dodo.
Really?
Yeah, there's hardly anyone out. Apart from I come out the Chalk Valley, so I did get run off the road by 2 ignorant people who didn't wave at me, but that's part of life.
That's part of life, Chalk Valley.
Happy New Year.
Thanks, guys.
Al, Fudge. And we'll keep going with some interesting and exciting, strange content this year.
Yes, stick with us.
Stick with us. Brum, 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 brum. Brum, brum, brum. You've got a gear lever, you can change gear. You just can't crack her off.
Oh, shoot!
Shoot. You left your engine over there.
Oh, I know.
Next on the list.
It's on the list.